I mean, um, but yeah. Now, when I talk about the devil trigger, which I don't think you could call a devil trigger anymore because he turns into a demon. There's a difference between demon and devil. Devil is a higher class, and devil's a lower class, but still threatening. And because the devil was an angel, I don't know. But I would like to see if. But I would actually like to see Dante having a devil angel form, because why not? It's a good idea. I'd like to see that sort of thing happen. I wonder how they're going to explain that part. I don't know. I hope it explains. I hope it does explain the story well. But again, this is a different developer. Ah! Fucking got you! I've got the cat! I got the cat! See? I got the cat! See, this is the cat that always bothered me in the videos. You might have heard me when I'm playing Let's Plays. Piss off. Gone. Fuck off. Go! Sorry. But yeah. I think Dante, from what I've seen so far, but I'm not going to, you know, hope they could stay like this, because that would be stupid, is sort of portrayed as a more self-contained, less arrogant bastard. But yeah, again, probably start. But yeah, it depends how his character's going to be. I mean, not as an unlikable sort of arrogant sort of way. I just hate about Dante and the other Devil May Crys. I mean, if you play Devil May Cry 4, you know how much I'll hate him. But yeah, but you're thinking, as I already said about his Devil Trigger, I think his Devil Trigger is a bit different. You might have seen it where the whole area sort of turns into a sort of blurry grey area, and then his jacket turns red and his hair turns white. And I'm kind of thinking, this is like artsy bullshit. Don't throw this artsy bullshit at me. I don't know why, but I think what it does is sort of manipulates gravity when you do this Devil Trigger. Yeah, this is his Devil Trigger, apparently. It's been explained that it looks like it's similar to Quicksilver, which I never use Quicksilver that much, but I know it stopped enemies or slows them down extremely. But this changes gravity, they go up in the air, so you can do air combos, which I'm kind of thinking, why would you need that sort of mechanic? Because you can just do it by, I don't know, you actually have a weapon where you can whip people up from the air, or you can just swing them up in the air. I mean, you've already got mechanics like this. I think this is supposed to keep them up in the air a lot longer or something, but I don't know. Maybe there's more to this mechanic than what I've read about it. But who knows? But let me just say about gameplay-wise. Gameplay-wise, it doesn't really look that different from other Devil May Crys. What's actually changed is actually the controls, because when you want to switch weapons, you don't just click on the button and it's like, oh, weapon switch, because you had to scroll around for weapons, if I remember, for Devil May Cry 4, where you just click the button, oh, you got this weapon, oh, you got this weapon now, and you choose the other button to change your ranged weapons. Apparently what I read, oops, sorry, I hope I read this properly, is the trigger buttons, right? If you hold them down, you can change weapons on the fly. I mean, you change what I think you have like different weapons equipped to each trigger. But what I find weird, right? What I saw in the gameplay for the combat is you've got two triggers, right? Okay, he had 3 weapons. There's normal sword, rebellion, a scythe, and an axe. But he also whipped out that strange whip sword thing. I'm thinking, do you use the R1 button or something to grab that weapon out? I don't know. You don't click it, you just press it down and hold it down. Which I think there was something, a similar mechanic to another game that was like that, where you can change weapons on the fly while you're doing combos, which makes it a lot easier. But I forgot, don't know what that was. Oh, there was a game that did something like this, very similar. I mean, simile. What the fuck does simile mean? But yeah, there's actually not a lot to talk about DmC Devil May Cry because a lot of it is still being held back, or there's not a lot of information. Because all I found out was about Dante being a half demon, half angel, which I would prefer to see a half demon, half angel form, or devil trigger form, but there's none, sadly. But maybe there's more to it. I don't know. And I know the level designers. I know the levels are more interactive. They're more involved. I think Limbo is supposed to be something that's alive because I actually heard a called his name going Dante. And there's nothing really, I don't think there's really much to talk about the storyline because it's not been revealed that much. All I know is Dante's been put into limbo, etc., and so on. And he's trying to find a way out. And I actually remember the gun sounds changed as well. It sounds more beefy when he shoots, you know. But I don't know if the guns play a more smaller role this time because I have not seen any ranged weaponry. I've only seen the axe, the cycle, the sickle. I can't say it properly, and that weird whip thing, which that's the only ranged weapon I've seen. And actually, I think Quicksilver is supposed to do something to those weapons as well, like make them more powerful. Or was that something else? I've completely forgotten now. I don't know, but I'm kind of got this hope for DmC Devil May Cry because I just hope it's just do something else with the whole universe. I mean, you got a chance to bring back Virgil now, and you could do something with Nero, or you could just completely forget about Nero, which I don't think you would need Nero because you got that whip sword now, so you can drag enemies towards you. But it's very hard what to expect from this game because I'm just hoping it will have a good story this time, and it will bring meaningful characters. Maybe it probably won't bring Virgil into this because Virgil will look like Dante, of course, they're twins. Or maybe since the universe has changed, he doesn't have a twin. But yeah, again, I don't know why you wouldn't have Virgil there as well because it's all part of it. But I don't know if you think of this game has changed too much. I think it's only the universe that's really changed, but gameplay-wise, it looks very similar, but I don't know what else has changed from the gameplay. So I think if the gameplay hasn't changed much, I mean, can you really say that this is betrayal to DmC Devil May Cry? I don't know, because one thing, I'm not a fan of Devil May Cry. I'm someone who just enjoys playing their games. And oops, don't know what that was. But there was something else I wanted to say. But yeah, no, I don't. I'm just kind of hoping where this was lead. I think I'm only want to talk about the developer, Ninja Theory, which they made 3 games. I don't know what the 3rd game was, but they made 2 games so far: Heavenly Sword and Odyssey. Is it Odyssey? No, not Odyssey. Enslaved. Yeah, sorry, getting the name wrong. Enslaved. Because Enslaved was okay, but the problem with both Heavenly Sword and Enslaved from Ninja Theory is that they're too cinematic. They need to focus more on gameplay than to try to be cinematic. I know you've seen but there's only a few games that manage to be cinematic and fun to play. Uncharted and God of War, and that's it. I mean, they did it right. Just Ninja Theory is not very good with this sort of thing, so I just hope they just fuck the whole cinematic thing and just make a game that's, a fucking game. Because if I want to see something if I want to see a movie, I go see a fucking movie. Because usually in the most common cinematic games are not really that interactive either. Ugh. I'm sorry I had bad nightmares with cinematic games. As it's only Uncharted and God of War that's really done it justice, where they actually play like games and let you take control as well. I know some of you are probably saying, "Oh, what about Heavy Rain?" Fuck Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain sucks. Oh dear. But yeah, I said there's nothing really much to talk about because there's hardly any information about it at all, and from what I've seen, it hasn't shown a lot in DmC Devil May Cry. Only some combat parts and some platforming sections as well. I'm just hoping that the combat won't get boring because it's only showing the same weapons, but they did say there's going to be more weapons, and I hope there's more variety to the enemies as well. There probably is more variety to the enemies, but it's just been kept in secret. So yeah, I hope there is more, and I am looking forward to play it, but I'm also quite skeptical as well. So I don't know. I don't really know what I want to think of this game. I do like the idea of just giving it to going to a new universe with a new Dante, change his personality because I hate the other Dante. But I don't know what I really want from this game. I don't know. I'm not like super excited for this, but I wanted to talk about it. I think I'll leave that. I think I'll leave that now. So I don't know. What do you think about DmC Devil May Cry? Do you looking forward to it? Are you think this is betrayal? Of anyway. I don't know. I'm not a fan, but maybe the fans think differently. So I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you next time.